You look like you could use something sweet. So, we're gonna make some lemon cookies. First, pre-sort your ingredients. It's really important. It'll make things way easier. And most importantly, power tools. First, we're going to mix up our wet ingredients. We've got 4 ounces of cream cheese and 8 ounces of butter. These need to be room temperature, otherwise it's gonna take really long and it's gonna be way harder. So we're gonna blend these two together really well. Once it's good and whipped, you can add 1 cup of sugar. And whip it some more. Doesn't that look good? Step 3, we've got 1 egg. We've got a teaspoon of salt, vanilla, and baking soda. The baking soda I put in here last because it fizzles and it's fun. We've got a tablespoon of cornstarch, of lemon zest. Yes, there might be a little bit of skin in here, but it's fine. You can't even taste it after it bakes. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. It's all fresh, squeezed, and zested, which is way more fun to say than it is to do. We're gonna mix this all together, add it in with the sugar and the butter and the cream cheese. Check out that sizzle. And then we whip it good. And that's where flour starts to fly and things get a little bit messy. So add 2.5 cups of flour. Do it about a 1/2 cup at a time, otherwise you're gonna be cleaning up your mom's kitchen. Now these are cookies from scratch, so there's 2 things that you need: patience and time. So clean that up, cover it up, put it in the fridge, and find something to do for 2 hours. Cookie time. So I have a tablespoon and a teaspoon. And you don't have to use this, but it helps because you don't want your cookies too big, just because they're cake based and it'll affect the way that they cook. And so you want to make little balls and then put them on your cookie tray. You won't be able to play with these for very long before they start to get too sticky. And so you have to put them back in the fridge between when you're baking and when you want to make your next sheet. Once you get them all scooped out, you can like pick them up and like make them round and more presentable. And then once you've got them all pretty, you will put these in there for 8 minutes. They're not gonna look like they're done, but you do not want to overcook them, and they're gonna be just fine because they're smaller than you think they are. And when we take them out, we're gonna rough them up a little. Place them evenly apart from each other on the baking sheet before we put them into the oven. Like I said before, these get really sticky really fast, and so you don't want them to get warm. So you're gonna cover this up, put it back in the refrigerator, and we're gonna put these in the oven. Do not be alarmed by what I'm about to do to these cookies. Don't worry, we just let the air out. Now we're gonna move them to a wire rack, let them cool down somewhere else because we need this pan. Here we go with round 2. I have a lot of batter left, but you don't want to crowd the cookies, and you don't want to put more than one pan in the oven at a time unless you've got a really big oven, but I don't. I have a normal size one. So if you put them on different racks, it's going to change the way that they're cooking. It's just going to be a lot more math than anybody wants to do because we're already baking. Put this last batch in. While that bakes, we're going to make icing. It's really quick, it's super easy, and once again, we pre-sort our ingredients because we work smarter, not harder. We have 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. And if you like it a little zestier, a little tang, you always just get a little extra squeeze in there too. Just tart it up. I squeezed it after I zested my hand. Got lemon in the bowl. Add our powdered sugar. Cream. And our favorite power tool on low. Oh, it's not plugged in. Let's give that another go. Icing, I know, it looks just like everything else. Tastes better though. Girl, but I didn't make it out of school. Ta-da! And then you just take each of them, and you just swipe them on top, and then you got your icing. Or you can use one of these, up to you. That's it, now you know my secret. I'm a giant spoon fan. That's it, now you know my secret. I spend way too much time in the kitchen. That's it, now you know my secret. I bring treats to you, because otherwise I would have to eat these all by myself. That's really good.